toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr. Carr right away going to look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr now to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr caught out right by Renfrow. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. 2nd-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Texans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Third and short yardage, Mills. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, and it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. The open man here, Renfro. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's returnable now for Smith. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now a second down throw for Mills. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Pierce now up the middle. Runs over it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mills. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, well, they've won a few in the years following. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. With a play fake to Jacobs. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
To throw again on second down. Carr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 34. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Play fake. Mills on the move to his left. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs, down to about the 45. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday if you press it a little bit, this might be the case.
That one goes for 30 yards. First down throw for Mills. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mills to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 18.
Looking to throw is Mills. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Picked off by Deron Harmon.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
On 2nd down, Jacobs dances by him. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4th down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, Mills.
His throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Now Mills on the bootleg.
They'll roll him out right.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Denzel Berryman.
And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25. It's a big play there for Vegas.
52 yards. On play action. Now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr caught on the right side by Adams.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Pass break up there by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The kick by Carlson is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback.
His second rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 27.
They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. 85 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Now Mills.
He's got Akins, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's more.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Texans first down.
Mills.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Third corner from Southern Nevada. Here's a second and 10. To throw, Mills.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Jacobs going to try the middle and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
A Raider first down, Carr to Renfro.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here's Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And down he'll go at the 25. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At the 34.
A first down throw for Mills.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mills to throw it.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On play action, Mills. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Mills.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Mills now.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing, Mills.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Carr completes it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On play action, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here is Mills and the Texans. Down by a field goal, a minute 46 to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Mills looking to throw it. Complete to Akins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Mills back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Take it in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now it's the Raiders' turn, trailing by 4. A little under 40 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now Carr, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Houston, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against